Hey, how you doing out there again? This is Oz, and I'm gonna do another little boot review. Did a boot review over my tall boots a while back. I reviewed the Chippewa and Wesco and Aztec tall boots, but today I'm going to talk a bit about cowboy boots. And I got myself here a little cowboy boot action. This is the Dan Post Tyree. It's supposed to be the chocolate rust boot. I think that's what they call it. And I just recently got these boots. Been getting into a lot of cowboy type dancing, two-stepping, the sweetheart chodish, and of course, the usual line dance and electric slide, all that kind of fun stuff. So I decided to buy some cowboy boots, and I've been shopping around. Most of the boots I own are biker boots and tall boots. So if you saw my other review, I have a lot of boots that go up to my knee, and then I have those harness kind of cowboy boots, motorcycle type boots that you use while you're riding. But since I've been getting into line dancing and two-stepping and all that kind of country dancing kind of stuff, I decided to look into cowboy boots. And the pair of boots I was most interested in was a company called Lucchese, and they make some really good cowboy boots, and I was interested in buying their boot. There's also another company called Tony Lama, and then there's this one, Dan Post. The reason I bought a Dan Post boot is because I went to Boot Barn and I saw this boot and I thought, oh, this is a pretty cool boot. I liked the fact that it was kind of brownish, not black. It was, a little different, had this kind of interesting texture. I don't know if you can see it there in the camera. My camera doesn't really focus all that well, so hopefully you can see it without it getting too out of focus. But anyway, it's got this cool little texture thing going here and in the back as well. It's got a nice leather bottom here, and of course the usual point. And it's a really nice looking boot, so I was really excited about it. And then I decided to buy it, and I bought it. But when I started to check it out more carefully at home, I realized that there was something weird about this boot, something I found kind of odd. And when I was touching it, it has this kind of rough kind of feel to it. I don't know if you can, I doubt you can maybe kind of understand what I'm saying, but it's kind of a rough feel. And originally I thought, well, maybe it's just some sort of leather that they're using that makes it kind of rough or something along those lines. But then as I looked at the boot more carefully, it occurred to me that this is a leather boot, but it has some sort of fabric over the leather. This is like a fabric. This is not leather. And so even though the boot is made out of leather, it looks like they put some sort of fabric very closely on top of the leather, and that's what is making this weird kind of texture, which I was really disappointed about when I found out, because I like the feel, touch, smell of leather, and the fact that this is sort of some kind of fabric over leather I thought was disappointing. So I probably will not end up keeping these boots. I'll probably send them back or trade them back in or what have you, and get maybe some Lucchese's or some other type of boot. But before I return these boots, I thought it'd be kind of nice to to show you the boots in case you were interested in purchasing some Dan Post boots. And this is the Tyree boot. I think it's called the chocolate rust boot. And so I'm going to put them on right now just so you can take a look. One of the reasons, too, I bought this pair of boot is I had two types of boots I was interested in buying. One was this one, and another one was a Lucchese 1883. The reason I chose this one, though, is because I asked 3 women their opinion, because, I want women to like what I wear, because, I like women. And all 3 of them chose this boot over the Lucchese. But I don't think, well, at the time I wasn't aware about this fabric situation. So the women were just going solely on looks, and of course they all chose this one. And I bought this one also because the women liked it, and I thought, hey, if women like it, I'm going to buy it. But now that I felt this little fabric, I don't think it was such a great idea. But anyway, I'm going to put one on already. Hopefully you can see it. It's all pointy, It's actually pretty nice looking. It's just the fact that you can't really feel the leather, which I find very disappointing. But it's not a bad looking boot. It's got a certain kind of coolness to it. Little je ne sais quoi, as the French like to say. So anyway, I'm going to put the other one on, kind of pose a little bit with it, and then give you some final thoughts on the boot, okay? So let me get this other one on. Okay, so they are very nice boots. Let me move my chair here a little bit so I step back a bit. See, they got it pretty cool. And if you are into line dancing, you can do the cowboy hustle, you know, all that kind of stuff. Electric slide. My place is kind of small, so I can't really do the electric slide, but it goes like this kind of deal, something like that. Little electric slide for you. Anyway, so they are pretty comfortable boots actually, and they are really nice looking. So I'm not going to say don't buy them if you're interested in purchasing them, but for me, as a guy who really likes leather, likes the feel and texture of leather, that's my one big disappointment with these boots. They look great otherwise. I mean, in some ways I am tempted to keep them, but I just know that for me I won't be 100% satisfied because they're not, you can't feel the leather. They are leather inside, but I like to feel the leather outside. Another thing about these boots is they're made in Mexico. They're not made in the USA. But that's kind of your call whether that bothers you or not. I mean, I prefer things made in the USA. But if I have to choose a country other than the USA, I guess Mexico does make good leather products as well. So, that's up to you whether that bothers you or not. But these boots are made in Mexico. Hecho en Mexico, as the Spanish would like to say. And anyway, not a bad pair of boots. It seems like the ladies, if you're a straight guy and you like ladies, like I do, you might also find some women, checking you out with these boots. So something to think about as well. So anyway, that's my quick little review on the Dan Post Tyree Chocolate Rust boot. And if you're interested, might want to check it out and buy a pair for yourself. Just keep in mind, that they don't, you have this kind of weird texture thing here instead of like leather. And what worries me about this like fabric or whatever it is they got up here is what happens when it rains. Will this fabric somehow be damaged? What if there's like a little cut and then all of a sudden it starts to rip the fabric apart? I just think it'd be something that in the long run would be a problem. In the short term, it doesn't look bad. Like I'm sure you're looking at the boot going, hey, they don't look too bad. But in the long term, I think it would be a problem. But anyway, that's my quick review of the Dan Post Tyree Boot. Go check it out. And until next time, you have a great day. All right? Bye.